using OBS as a video source for Zoom. All right, we have gotten OBS installed. We've got it configured. We've got our sources attached to OBS, and we've created our scenes. So we're all dressed up. Where can we go with this? Well, as I've mentioned before, you can stream live directly out of OBS using free streaming services like Facebook Live or YouTube Live. And you can reach any number of people anywhere in the world. This does require some streaming setup, and that's something we'll cover in another video. You can also record the output from OBS, both audio and video, to your local hard drive in a standard video file. But what we're really interested in here is how you can use the output from OBS as a video source in Zoom. In other words, you can use OBS to control what your students or your attendees in a Zoom meeting see. And this allows you to do marvelous tricks. All the tricks that we've seen in the previous tutorials can now be fed to Zoom, and that video can be shared with a meeting or a class. So how do we do this? Well, there's almost nothing to it. I've got a Zoom meeting running here. I'll bring that over. And on my video selection menu here, just to the right of my little camera icon and my Zoom menu bar, I have the option to select between different video sources that are connected to my computer. And since I have OBS running on the same computer, one of the sources that Zoom sees is the OBS virtual camera. It sees OBS as a webcam. And I have that selected. Right now I'm just getting this test pattern screen because there's one other thing I have to do in order to make this work. Let me pull my Zoom window out of the way. And that is from my control menu here in the lower right hand corner of the OBS interface. I just have to start my virtual camera. That's all there is to it. I just set whatever scene I want to be using and start my virtual camera. Now, if I pull my Zoom meeting back in, there's my output from OBS. What I can see on the screen in OBS is visible in my Zoom window, and that's what's being transmitted to my students or to my meeting attendees. As I change what scene I'm displaying in OBS, what appears in Zoom changes. So I'm actually feeding video from OBS to Zoom and controlling and switching it at will. My favorite trick using this is to set myself up as a little image down in the lower corner of a monitor screen, and then just switch it so that I'm on top, so the webcam source is on top. I just select that, click the up caret. Now I've got a little thumbnail of myself down here in the corner. Then I can lecture about what I'm doing on this monitor screen here, and my attendees can see me at the same time. I can do this without having to share my screen in Zoom. This is just delivered via the normal Zoom video. So students don't have to navigate the mysteries of viewing a shared Zoom screen appropriately and getting it big enough for them to see and things like that. All I have to do is go into speaker view and just watch what I'm doing on the monitor here. And this all happens in real time, and I can interact with this in real time. And the best thing about it is, for me, is that I don't have to keep asking myself, am I sharing my screen? Am I sharing the right screen? Are my students seeing what I think they're seeing? They're seeing exactly what I'm seeing in OBS and in my Zoom video display here. And I don't rattle on and on about something that my students can't see. So this is my absolute favorite use of OBS with Zoom. But again, you can display any of these scenes that you have set up on your Zoom window and share it with your students. And you can freely and easily switch between them using the scenes list here in OBS.